Hey guys, Summer here from Kokoda Caravans, and I'm here today with
Trevor.
And we're going to tell you about our Counterstrike F226. Now hang out with us for a while. This is going to be a little bit longer than our traditional videos because this man's not traditional.
It's got a lot of stuff.
It's got a lot of stuff.
You're going to love it.
They're going to love it. So should we start at the front?
Sure.
Do you want to tell them anything? Give them a quick overview about this van.
So family bunk van, 22'6" long, and it's really set up so if you're going to be away for a weekend or a year or 2 years, it's made for a house on wheels. So all the conveniences and enjoyment of just making things simple or effective or and whatever awesome. It is that just makes your trip better, like whether it be parking, cooking, you name it, it's got it.
And we're going to tell you why it makes it better as we go through the video. We're not going to give away too much now because we want you to hang out, so start at the front, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go. Are you ready, camera guy? We've been waiting for you all day. Yeah. So as promised, we're going to start at the front of our van with the coupling. This is a DO45 hitch. Our standard is typically a DO35. The 45 means 4.5 ton. The 35 means 3.5 ton. They articulate side, side, front, back. Behind that, we've got our emergency brake. Always keep that on. And our breakaway. So
not always.
Oh, yeah, not always, but I mean like when you're stopped.
Yeah.
He'll be here all day, folks. Breakaway, so if the tow vehicle comes disconnected from the van will come safely to a stop. And behind that, we've got our jockey wheel and jockey foot. So the jockey wheel comes standard with the van, as does a jockey foot. A jockey foot gives the van a nice platform when you're going up and down, and you use a drill to, I mean, you look really cool when you do it anyway, don't you?
Yeah, it's a Boss jockey foot, so if you want to Google it, BOS, Boss jockey foot. Just a drill, straight up and down, and you don't have to take the unit off the van. You can leave the actual arm. I was going to say shaft. So arm's better. And then all you're taking is the bottom section, so it's not you can just drop it into there.
And it means that when you're on soft surfaces, like today this is pretty hard.
It won't sink in is the main thing there. And in the front here, so huge toolbox, we'll get in the toolbox in a moment. At the front of the toolbox here, we've got all spaces for your water hoses, silage hoses. You can put your firewood or whatever else
mats
you've got.
Are in here.
Yeah, your floor mats. Fantastic for floor mats. Yeah, so great storage for the front there.
It just keeps everything clean in the other areas when you have this spot here. I really like this, and it's got the drain holes in it as well. Just below that, we've got a water tap, rinse off your Tootsies if they get a bit dirty, hose off the kids, that's always fun too. Trev, what do we got up here on the front of the van?
So up, we've got a 26-inch bar light at the front.
It's bright, even in the daylight.
It's really good work light. And it's also really good for when you're traveling into a destination. It actually lights up, same with the side lights and rear lights. Lights up really well for getting into destinations, being able to see the road conditions, kids can see animals. And then you've got comes standard with 4 cameras, front, rear and side.
That's cool.
With a portable screen, so you don't have to wire your car anymore, just plugs into your cigarette lighter. And then at night, you can use it as a security camera. So you can drop that, unhook it, plug it straight in next to your bed, and you've got your security camera next to your bed. So if you hear some noises, you can just check out your screen and see what's going on.
And that is really nice too. We've got quite a few clients that go camping and they're camping for work and maybe one person's away and one person's still in the van. And if you're by yourself from a security point of view, peace of mind,
yep.
That's pretty awesome. So that's the front of the van. I think we should talk toolbox now.
Yeah, great, let's do it.
Okay, well I noticed here, Trev, what a big box you've got.
Thank you, Summer. So this, we normally call it a toolbox, but it's actually really...
It's more than that.
It's more really for a fridge. So this is actually an insulated box. And the reason for that is that you've got your standard 90-litre fridge. So this comes in-built. One very simple to use handle. So you can have your beer in one hand and use the other hand to open and close it. The fridge is amazing. It's got, you can have fridge, freezer, or fridge, freezer. So really good size. And you can open this from either side, which is great.
That was our lunch in there.
Yes.
Open from the other side. Super easy.
You've got a great amount of storage at the back of it. So
barbecue?
Yeah, normally like you can fit multiple slabs of water. Yep, we'll say water. And then the top section, ooh. What really no van has is the area for the... You got it?
This is all for dramatic effect. I'm going slow, see?
So you got the surfboards and boogie boards, you know, pool noodles, whatever those kind of long, wet items that kind of you go out for use. So great space for that, which means they're not sitting around on the floor of the campground, waiting to blow away. The kids can bring them back and throw them straight away.
And I think that's a big thing that we'll talk about a lot during this video is the dedicated spaces for everything is one of the features of the Counterstrike series that is amazing because you camp a lot and you camp with 3 kids as well. So Trev's, always talking about how it's great to have these dedicated spaces for all the stuff that you're normally piling together that you don't really want together.
Yeah, well, having somewhere that's easy to pack and unpack, and really more so when you're actually away using it, is that there's nothing on the ground. Like there's spot for fishing rods, or like we've just seen before, the pool noodles and stuff like that. Just getting stuff away so when you get to pack up, it's packed up.
This box is magical.
It is amazing. Yep.
Do we tell them what's on the other side now?
Let's go show them, yeah.
All right, come on. Well, just when I thought the box couldn't get any better, Trev, it did.
Ta-da!
Because we've got a 3.5 kilo washing machine, which is awesome for your t-shirts, pair of jeans, the kids' sheets, really, really great. Dirty socks, dirty jocks.
All the washing apparel.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't put it in clean, so dirty socks and jocks makes more sense, but you can also put your collapsible washing buckets, your line hangy things.
Yep, that's it.
Technical term. But what makes this so amazing happens to be this. And with the power and magic of TV editing, I'm going to show you why now. Hey Trev, why don't you do some washing?
Oh, great.
Bang! How good's that?
Done.
Teamwork. SOG system on the toilet, Trev. What's that all about?
Because your poo smells.
Everybody's poo smells. Mine don't. Mine smell like cupcakes.
So the SOG is just basically, it's a fan that draws the air straight out of the toilet canister. And so it's going to drag the air out. It's got a carbon filter out here, so you don't smell up your neighbours either.
What if you want to smell at your neighbours?
You're going to have to take out the carbon filter.
Okay. But other than that, it won't stink.
No, so the fan comes on. As soon as you open up the toilet, the fan comes on automatically. So the toilet smell, anything you've got concerns there, it's gone. So think of the past.
And that means that you're not getting the smell inside as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really cool.
Yep.
I wonder if we didn't have the SOG system on, if the mosquitoes would go away right now.
No.
Well, okay. So one of the cool things that we've put on this van is a fast fill system for your water tanks, because we've all been there before where you're getting ready to go and you're like, got to fill my tanks, and then you may as well just go make a cup of coffee because you're going to be hanging out for a while, am I right? Well,
and it's annoying because from one tank and then the next tank and then the next tank, or you have like an air block, so you fill it.
If you turn the water on too much.
Oh God. Well, even though you fill it and then it's coming out and then so you think it's full, you got to give it a few minutes for the air to settle and then you go again.
You don't have to do that with this.
No.
This connects to the van just like your hoses at home would. You can isolate which tanks you want to fill. You can fill all of them. How many tanks we run on in here, Trev?
So standard's 2 tanks. But you can go up to 4 tanks, so you can have 440 litres of water.
Yes, they're 110 each, so 220 litres is a lot of water as a standard. So that is an awesome feature that we put on this van.
Yeah.
Well done. Oh, itch my knees. So Trev loves talking about the tech part of this van because it is really cool. Trev, what is all of this?
So this van's set up as standard, as all the Counterstrikes are, with a really big system as a solar generation and inverter setup. So the solar's got
1600 watts.
Standard, and that's a commercial panel, so it actually runs at a much higher voltage rate. Why does it even matter? No, normal solar panels will pick up power from about 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. The commercial ones with a higher voltage actually pick up power from about 8:30 in the morning till about 4:30 in the afternoon. So you're getting a few more hours of power generation.
Which is really valuable when you're away.
It's a small thing, but it's a huge difference in what you gain. And then you've got a 5,000 watt inverter, which means you can run your aircon and induction, all that stuff at the same time. Whereas like a 3,000 or a 2,500 watt inverter, you can't run multiple things at the same time. So you can run all the appliances you want without any drama. And the battery charger in this is a huge capacity. So it charges at 100 amps an hour.
And what's the battery?
The battery is as big as well. So that's why it's got a big charger. So normally most chargers are like 35 amps, 60 is good. This is 100 amp charging. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you want that because it's standard. It's got a 7 kilowatt battery. You can upgrade that to a 14.3 kilowatt battery if you really want a lot of power storage.
And if you upgrade it to the 14 kilowatt, what can you do with the solar?
What can you do with solar?
You can upgrade it to 3.2 kilowatts of solar that slide out on dual actuators, doubling the real estate up top. It is super cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. So if you really never want to be unsure about power usage,
that's how you go.
The take charge system with the slide out solar panels, with a 14.3 kilowatt battery, should never have to worry about power.
Now, I just want to confirm for our viewers as well, when you talk about commercial solar panels, what you mean is it's like the panels that you put on your house versus what the standards are on Caravans is not the same as what you put on a house.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
I did good. Anything else we want to clear off on here?
No, it really just does its own thing, so you don't have to worry about this cabinet.
Awesome. Good stuff. And what's behind door number 2 over here? Behind door number 2 is the opposite side to our giant tunnel boot that's here.
So oversized tunnel boot, so you can fit wide chairs, things like that. Yeah, great.
Tons of stuff in here.
Yep.
Hey, did we mention what's above us here?
Well, the other thing with this, normally you take up your tunnel boot with a slide out kitchen, right? So normally you lose half or more of your tunnel boot.
We don't in this van.
To a kitchen, so then you actually lose a lot of your outside storage to be able to have outside cooking, which outside cooking is amazing.
But we'll tell them, don't
we can show you that.
So yeah, we're going to get
no
to that.
kitchen having taken up this space.
And 2 external non-awning side lights again.
Yep, standard.
White and amber.
Yeah. So white as a work light, or amber if you wanted to get rid of the bugs.
I think we should go to the sexy backside of this van now.
Let's do it.
We're at the back of our F226. The rear cutaway on this is amazing for departure angles. Now, right now it looks incredibly high, which normally it is, and that's kind of what makes it so appealing is how rugged and tough it looks. But I'm actually standing on a bit of a downhill slope, so there is a lot more height here than there would typically be. Benefit though, if you park like this, you just hang a hammock back here. Have a little snooze. Trev, what's cool about this? I mean, other than obviously it looks amazing.
Yeah, well, I just love the look overall, but also it's got this toolbox. So I always like to be really, really well prepared. When you go very remote places, you don't know what you need for your car, your van,
He needs a chainsaw everywhere he goes because he is going to go someplace where he's going to have to move a tree. Yeah,
we take chainsaws, all that sort of stuff. So this space, basically, for my car, I used to have a drawer system and all this stuff in the back of the car. The back of my car is now empty. Everything fits in the van. You got the two spares, so if you get a puncture, it is no drama at all. You got your reverse camera and 26-inch bar light at the back for work as well.
What about down here?
Oh, I use these babies all the time.
He has. I've seen the video. It's pretty good.
So you got your rear recovery points, and where they're really handy is that if you're, especially on beaches or like tight kind of four-wheel drive tracks, you quite often get stuck and people can't get around you to be able to pull you out forward.
And when he's saying this, he's actually telling you about what happened to him.
Yeah, multiple times. And so this is great because if you do get stuck, then you can get hooked up at the back and be pulled out rearward and then get some momentum or get someone past you and be able to tow you forward if need be. So the rear recovery points are standard and they're an amazing feature.
They work.
They work.
And hopefully people are going to use them because we want them to go those places, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. 2
20-liter jerry can holders. Now on the side of the rear bar, there is also a footwell. It looks again really high right here because of how we're parked. On the standard Counterstrike range, it is going to be a little bit lower, but again, we just love how this departure angle looks, don't we?
Yeah.
When we finished off the back, I think we should tell about all the cool stuff on the awning side.
This side's got a lot of stuff.
It does. Let's go. Well, we made it to the party section of the van, which is the outdoor entertaining area on the annex side underneath this massive electric awning. This thing is fabulous. Super easy to use. It's got a remote, turn it on inside, outside, and it's got some part dates on it, which we'll show you later. Next to me here, we have another boot. Now this boot, we've maximized all the space. As you can see, we've got our fishing rods, our fishing net. You might want to put all the stuff that gets dirty and grimy in there and keep it separate from where you might put your picnic tables, your chairs, all the stuff you're going to relax and camp with outside. So again, we maximize that storage space. And on the front of the van, we've got 2 more boots that I'm going to show you now as well. So let's go up this way. So on either side of me, we've got access to this massive boot up the front, which you can also access from a drop-down door inside underneath the bunk if you have a dual bunk. If you've got a triple bunk, you do lose this storage space, but as you can see, there's so much space on here anyway. It's probably not going to matter if you've got that third kid. Now, to the left of me, we're going to talk about this amazing outdoor kitchen we've got in between our two boot storage areas. So now we're going to go back this way again. So while Trevor's sitting down having a beer, I'm going to continue and tell you about this, this amazing kitchen. There's a few key features here that I want to point out to you. One is this amazing space that we've got with this recessed pantry storage area. And just back here, we've got our outdoor cooking option. This is a portable induction cooktop. Now, why is that awesome? Well, we've got a gasless van, so of course we're going to have gasless cooking. Another benefit is if you've ever been camping outside using a flame burner, if there's the slightest breeze like there is right now today, guess what? Your cooking's not going to be so fun. It's going to take twice as long. You are going to get frustrated. This is such a cool way to go. Plus, if you've got littles outside, you don't have to worry about that hot surface area. So that is such a winner. Now, I've also recently come back from a trip where I tested out the Weber Pulse 2000 electric barbecue, which has 2 dual sides for heating on it, and it was amazing. So if that's something that you want to do, you know, keep the barbecue going with an electric van, honestly, that Weber was amazing, so you can still do that. As you can see, stacks of storage out here, a really big kind of a servery space. You can fit plenty of snacks, plenty of prep area. Above it here, we've got our white and amber light, and we can control all of our external lighting here outside, so you don't have to go in your van to do that. And another cool feature is this portable sink and our sink tap here. Another nice feature is that this does swivel, so again, I have used this to get the dirt off my feet. So you will use this, you will love it, and we are very proud of it. It is such a cool feature. Promised you that I was going to tell you about this awesome big electric awning. I'll need Trev to break away from his beer for a moment to help me out. Hey, Trev. Give us a hand, eh?
Yeah, I'll retract it.
Do you know what else is cool? When this is open, I don't bump my head on this because you know what, actually I haven't done it, but I've come very close to it, but I think everybody else has. That's good enough. That's good enough. Trev, that's good enough. I think you can put it back out now. Oh, this is so hard putting this awning out. So frustrating. This took forever. I had to find the leash and the little shrimp stick. Can you put on the party lights for us? Oh, you can't see it. You gotta roll it out more. Just gotta do that double roll. There we go. Thanks for putting on the party lights. That looks so pretty back there too. Well, now that the camera guy can't see himself in the reflection of the door, we can go ahead and commence with the door and step area. We like this because, check this out. It's like a Rolls Royce closing. It's just so quiet. So when your kids are running in and out, you don't want to scream and maybe choke them because it's so annoying. So the door is cool. We got a 3-way door here, but I'm going to talk about the step really quickly before I hop up there. Really strong, very sturdy, light up step, dual pull out, and as you can, that step really doesn't go anywhere. Oh, I need to tie my shoe. Hang out with me while I do this, and then we'll talk about this door. So the door has a few cool features. It is your standard 3-way door, so you can have it fully open, you can have the screen, or you can have it fully closed, but you can also block people out when they're annoying. That's built in, and I like that it just retracts nice and neat back up into the door. So now that we've talked about this area, I think, hey Trev, if you're not too busy over there with your beer, do you think we can talk about the suspension?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's do that.
So this little beauty absolutely makes a trip. So the airbag suspension standard, 2 benefits to it. One is when you're driving, it's really smooth behind the car. The standard kind of off-road suspension has coil springs, and it kind of pushes the van from one side to the other. It's not a problem, you just notice it behind the car. With the airbag suspension, it sits so solid, so smooth. And then when you get to your destination, to try and raise or lower the van, you're normally using some sort of chocks that go under the wheels, and you're reversing it up, telling your partner, through the windows, a bit more, a little bit less. It doesn't go well normally. And then if it's not level and you unhook it and you lay in bed that night and you go, oh, we're a little unlevel, then the only way to fix it is to rehook up your car, move back and forth on a shock. So it's a real hassle. With the airbag, it's just a push of a button. You can push one side, other side, level it off really easily. We give you an app that you can, on your phone, level it off from your app and the remote, and you're good to go. This little box under here is your airbag system. You can just hit it on auto and it'll level itself off. You don't have to use the remote. You can just choose to do automatic on this. It's also got an onboard compressor and onboard tank. So with the setup like this, when you want to go on the beaches or really corrugated roads, we normally recommend drop your tire pressure so you can keep the traction and keep the smoother ride. You can actually pump up your tires on the car and the van from the van's onboard system. Yep. So just to show you guys how cool this is actually real time. This is the air going up, showing how far up and how fast the van actually moves, going from all the way flat to all the way up. It's got a huge travel range, and that's the top. So lots of road clearance and lots of ability to level off the van on your uneven surfaces.
Jump around, jump around, jump around, jump up and get down. Jump, 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 jump.
Hey, Trev, if you're done playing with the airbag suspension, can we go inside and show them what's awesome in there now, please?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
All right, let's go.